What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Greeny and Craig stream. It's been a while. My apologies. I had no internet on Tuesday. Yeah, my local provider went down. Last week we've had a few dramas as well, technical things, and now moving. As you can see in the background, the old setup is gone. So yeah, next week there's a few spanners in the works. So I mean, Craig, it's actually probably not been the worst time to step away and sort out some other things. But mate, how are you today? How's life treating you at the moment?
GM Greeny, GM everyone. Yeah, good. Thank you. I'm good. Life's been good, man. Just been spending some of that bull run profit, to be honest. Been doing a bit of home renos. Got a new bathroom starting in about a month. And then, been putting up, got new curtains going in all around the friggin' house. My wife loves big, long, wall-long sheer curtains, so we're doing that. Pulling out trees, renovating the house. So no, it's been been sort of stepping away from the market.
Yeah.
Sort of the last week or two, mainly because I didn't want to lose any money and I didn't see much opportunity. And I thought, well, it's probably a good time to do those little jobs I've been putting off. So here we are. The house is spick and span. I cleaned the whole house, man. Outside, the paint, everything, like fences, everything. So my house looks amazing. I mean, getting a bit of sunshine, as you can tell. So that's been good. I am missing making money in the market. So I'm sure everybody else is getting probably a little bit itchy at the moment, a little bit itchy fingers, trigger fingers. So yeah, we can break that apart soon. But yeah, exciting times for you moving as well, dude. You're moving towards the beach.
Yeah, mate. I'm so pumped. Like, I think, look, I've lived in Brisbane for 12 years. It's definitely time for something new, particularly after getting back from traveling last year. The wife and I were pretty much just like, I don't know, we're a bit undecided about a few things. So we're like, you know what, let's go to the beach. That way she can maybe find a job up there. I'm very flexible with working in Web3. And as you say, close to the beach, mate, you've lived there for a long time. I'm sure it's a good lifestyle. I've got a few mates up there. A lot of actually Web3 friends are up at the sunny coast as well. So yeah, I think it'll be a good change. Yeah, so that'll be happening next week. So a bit on the cards. I paid an outrageous amount of money for the people to move all my gear for me. So it is what it is. Look, if you're moving like 2 hours away, then fair enough to pay a decent chunk of money, but that way they can all do it in one go. So no, exciting times, man. But exactly kind of the same with the market. I'm kind of pumped to see where we currently are in the price right now. I mean, as I was just saying to you before we jumped on, I bought some more Bitcoin today at about 83. So yeah, I'm back over 1 BTC total. It's literally I don't actually own any other assets right now. I own a very small amount of like on-chain Solana. But yeah, everything else I've just kind of been sitting on my hands. And I was like, you know what? If the market decides to go lower, then the only asset I would happily hold for years is Bitcoin at this point of time. The only other thing I am considering, Craig, which I did mention to you at the start as well, is if punks get down to a certain level, oh man, it'd be hard not to buy one of them, to be honest.
Yeah, you're still keen on one of those bad boys, are you?
Yeah, if we look at prices, like they're down to 80K currently, the floor, like they were at 125 like a month ago. So like that's a 50% move back to the upside. I think these are not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. 75K or below, if you can get a few of them. Like, I mean, I don't really like the floor ones. So I don't know. But I think this is great. It's a hedge on ETH. And I also think it's a hedge on the market. Like, why not own just Bitcoin and a punk if you're a bit queasy about what else is happening in the market? That way you still have exposure. And then if I see strength with BTC dominance coming down, and if I see BTC pairs showing weakness against some alts, then that's where I'll go, okay, I'll reallocate some more money to altcoins, Craig. Because I don't know about you. What's your portfolio currently sitting at?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's funny talking to you now how you've flipped it up and reversed it. I'm still heavy Bitcoin, man. Thank fuck, actually. Heavy Bitcoin. I dumped all my radium. I put a post in GTG, same as you, same day. So I actually got rid of, I put 80% there. Actually, I ended up selling the last 20% within that same hour. Because I saw the chart and I was like, nah, this fucker's going. And I'm glad I did, man. So important lesson in something you preach really well and you actually taught me or probably reinforced in me is capital preservation. So maybe in the past, I would have said to myself specifically with Ray, oh no, this will bounce back, yada, yada. Let's ride it out. But the reality is you and me were in so long
Yeah.
We were up. I was still up, I think, 4 or 5x, even when it dumped to $3 something. So
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, dude, do you want the 5x? Because the other thing is, you start to look at it too much.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be chart checking every second like I did last bull run in the toilet, going, what's the price now? And it's a 1% move sets your heart rate off, right? Which it
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
So no, my portfolio, I'll go back to your question. Geez, it would be 80, not including stables, 80% Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
and
Nice.
and then if I was to compare Bitcoin and stables, what would it be? About more stables. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Yeah, I think I'm in more stables than I own Bitcoin now, so I could buy more
Yeah.
Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm really starting to think about like we just spoke about preservation of wealth. And until I see strength, that is when I will look for maybe more risky opportunities in meme coins, in holding altcoins, in holding maybe meme coins. But this so my transaction, and shout out to Sexy, he's the goat. We've been talking a lot recently about actually allocating more money to our futures exchange and trading really low 2x, 3x leverage trades on some of our top altcoins, because that way you have clear invalidation and clear profit levels, and you're not got that emotional attachment of it being in your spot allocation bags. And I really think if you're someone that's a bit more active like us three, that's a really good strategy. And then I'm just gonna happily hodl my Bitcoin. I don't think I'd touch my Bitcoin now. If we go lower, I buy more, and I think I chuck that on a ledger, and that's a 5-year, 10-year plan. And I'm happy with the amount of stables and the profit in the bank that I've made this cycle. That I'm happy for that to sit there until I'm willing to allocate it to more risky plays. And maybe that's only 10 grand, or maybe if a punk is only worth 75 grand, then yeah, I'm probably happy to buy at that sort of level, because your risk to reward there is pretty good. Like I should double check where they got to in the bear market, but yeah, things like that. And this is what I mean, Craig, you got to have invalidation. So many people get it wrong on the timeline. And I've been tweeting absolute alpha for the past week about this. And what we've seen is exactly play out the way that we had expected. So you've got to have invalidation. So for me, with Radium, as you can see, I bought way back in July 22, was it? 23. So that's nearly been a 2-year hodl. I did obviously buy more recently as well. However, the clear invalidation for me was losing these highs from last cycle. Okay. And obviously we dipped off this level. So as soon as it broke that 3.8 region, I was like, no, I'm out. I'm fully out, because it changes of trend. Okay. Here, it's pretty clear here, right? Okay. This is some TA lessons for you. As you can see here, it's a trending mark. Okay. You're setting higher lows, you're setting higher highs, and we are objectively moving to the top of the right of the screen. But as soon as that shifts, okay, and the level I was watching is this, okay, as you can see here, this, and then it would have been a lower high and a lower low, and that's what we've seen. And I was like, okay, yeah, bang, I'm out of this, and now look, I've saved my portfolio quite a lot of money, like 40% on a trade. For something to go down 40%, Craig, it's got to go up and a tremendous 63% to get back to the same level. People don't think like that.
Yeah.
You need to think like that, okay? So yeah, Craig, great decision by you and myself to just get out of that. And I want to add one more thing to that. I use technical all the time. You see me chart on the timeline every single day. But what I don't really ever talk about is actual fundamental analysis as well. And so where I mean by that with this particular trade on Radium is fundamentally it was clearly a shift in the Solana ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's the first step. The second step was a clear shift away from meme coins, okay, which therefore means a step away from liquidity pools, which therefore steps away from like Radium, Jupiter, Meteora, all that sort of stuff. Then you have the scams, which is obviously the title today. We had the crime season with Libra, that's the token, plus the other tokens. I did a YouTube video on the CoffeeZilla reaction as well. That was pretty crazy. So those are the three fundamental, thesis that I had. And then I was like, well, look, hold on. That's matching my TA that's showing me bearishness. Why would I want to hold on to something that has no real positives right now in the charts or fundamentally? And so that was the key point, to get out of the trade and to just sit on your hands in stables or accumulate something that you're happy to hold for longer terms. As I said before, is Bitcoin.
Yeah, nah, spot on. Well said. It was the same process I went through. So, yeah, obviously, woke up one day and actually, I think it was an easy post.
Yeah.
might have been talking about radium, and he started to allude to the fact that maybe they were losing the swap
Yeah.
with pump fund. And I saw someone else put out stats later saying it only contributes to 1.5% of the total of radium and all that stuff. But like you just explained before, the thing was, even though a few people jumped in and said, oh, it's only 2% or whatever, unfortunately, the chart also showed weakness. So there was a narrative weakness that was coming through, and then
Yeah.
the chart was showing weakness. And I was like, well, the narrative, oh, it's only 2%. Well, that's not making the chart look any better. The
Yeah.
chart looked horrendous. So I was like, well, even though it's only 2%, that was obviously enough to spook whoever got spooked. Now, I don't know if that's, we don't know the reason why things sell off like this, right?
No.
It doesn't actually
It's all
matter.
manipulated. Yeah.
But the narrative shift was there, and maybe the powers that be saw a chink in the armor and said, we can dump this fucker now. Who knows? Doesn't even matter, like I said. But anyway, the narrative was poor. The chart was poor. I was like, man, I can't have a poor narrative and poor chart.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So I sold there. And like you just said, glad I did, because it went down further 40 friggin' and it was quite brutal, the sell-off, on Rays. So Solana as well has been quite rough.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Solana. And that was the other thing I checked when dumping Ray. I was checking out Solana as well.
Yes.
And I was like, man, Sol's dumping.
Yeah.
Ray will probably follow that anyway, regardless of the pump fund issues. And then combined with the pump fund issues and a weak chart, I was like, I don't think this stands a chance. And lo and behold, it didn't. So yeah. A quick lesson in why charts are important. But it's I think like you just said, combining narrative plus chart gives a really good when you're making a decision whether you should sell the last of your bags. That's quite a thorough, I think you've done everything you can to make an accurate decision. And after that, if you were wrong, well, sometimes you just are, and that's okay.
And I'd rather, and this is a tweet worthy quote. I would rather I would rather sell and miss a pump than not sell and hold your bag to zero. Like that is a massive difference, particularly with the money that we have invested. Okay. You got a lot of money in this, and it's like, okay, a 40% dip, that's a lot of money. Like that's a salary, that's 2 years. Like you got to think like that sometimes. So yeah, I mean, again, same sort of thing. As soon as we lost that 200 level, I was like, yeah, shit, this is going to go hard to the 150 region. If we could hold that 150 region, then I was really interested. We tried to long that. I think we got stopped out. Now it looks like we're heading to 120. It looks really like, I don't know what, I mean, BTC hit some key levels today. We are in a cheeky long. Shout out to Sexy for that one. I do like the low 80K region for BTC. But the rest of the market still, like, I'm not buying any altcoins until I start to see strength. Like, if you do look at Sol versus BTC, like, why would you hold this? Like, it was pretty clear that for me, and this is the main reason I sold predominantly all of my Solana and put it into Bitcoin or stables, is because of this chart.
Yeah.
I remember, Craig, when we spoke about this, okay, about this trend that was going to happen, and BTC was going to not perform as well as Solana. And sure enough, that happened. But thesis can change, okay? And it was pretty clear here, okay, when we consolidated, that we were going to have something happen. We then broke down, okay? We then broke back up. This was obviously when Sol hit 295. And then when we actually made this low here, that's the first point. So that was what? Yeah, mid-January, that I started to de-risk my Solana. I was like, wow, okay, hold on, Granny, you are heavily exposed. I had guys, I'm talking 70% of my whole portfolio was in Solana. And I was like, okay, if this shits the bed, I'm going to lose so much money. So that at that point in time, I was like, no, stables, rotate into Bitcoin if we lose this level, which we did lose this level. And sure enough, Craig, that has been the best decision that we've made recently. And a lot of people don't think like this as well. And I've been tweeting this out as well. Like, saving downside and your capital and preservation of that is just as important, if not more important, than actually making profit in crypto. If you don't have capital to invest or trade, you can't trade or invest, right? But if you lose that by holding onto a bag that goes down further, okay, then that's how so many people round trip. That's how so many people fail to make it in crypto, because they bag hold, Craig. You see it with the meme coins, you see it with the altcoins.
Yeah, no, exactly right. You see it all the time, and that's what kind of happened to me last time. And then I learned the important lesson that altcoins don't always come back.
Yeah.
Speaking of altcoins, some have shown strength, huh? Cato, Litecoin, man. We spoke about Litecoin setup, I think, last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Whose chart looked pretty phenomenal. So that's up 10%. But is it Stories up 20%? Cato's up
Yeah.
34%,
Literally,
man.
Craig, the last
Fuck,
2 airdrops that I received, I should have just held, mate. I should have just
man.
held.
I was waiting for a dip on this and it just never came, dude.
Which is
But
so interesting.
it's a frustrating coin to get back into because I was like you. I sold not far off I thought it was the top. At about the $1.50 to $1.70
I
range.
think I sold around here. So like, I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm
Same.
happy with
No,
that.
definitely not complaining. What I wanted to do is buy the dip and stake.
Yeah.
And I don't want to enter in 40% Iron Man. Like, I'm like, fuck. But maybe I should have. But because I'm wanting to. Are you staking any, Greenie?
Nah, I sold everything. I did sell. I was
So did
in
I.
this. Well, I mean, like we've nailed it, right? We've just spoken about how much downside pressure it is. I'm surprised that stuff like this is pumping.
Same.
When Solana, when BTC and the rest of it, I suppose like this is how it can ebb and flow too. Like BTC hasn't dumped as much as everything else, so it can probably dump by itself, and the rest of the market could potentially hold up. And BTC dominance supports a massive move like that too. So yeah, I mean that's interesting. IP, I mean, I sold this one. I only got I think $800. Was it? I think I got 800 for this. I mean, I sold it pretty much out the gate in this region here. So man, I could have walked away with like 2.5 grand.
Yeah, I know, dude. I walked away with $500. What's it gone
Yeah.
up since? 3x,
It's up
2x,
it's up
3x.
to $7.
Fuck. I think I sold out. What did we sell at $2?
Yeah, around that $2 mark, 160. Yeah, so
Oh man.
it's up 3x.
Yeah, a couple of grand missed there. Damn it. But how good was that for a claim, dude?
Yeah,
I
I know.
think I did a retweet and it could have been worth $1,500.
You know
What
what?
the
I
hell?
actually don't even think I may have mentioned it once.
Yeah,
I may have
same. I think it was
mentioned it
once. It was silly. I don't know why. I don't know why they were so generous, but my God, can other companies please follow suit? Like that was
Well,
phenomenal, man.
holy, Greenie's in the top 27 for yaps in the 24 hours, baby. Let's go. What?
Whoa. Did you get 87 in the last 24 hours?
I got 88 yaps in the last 24
Fucking hell.
hours.
What were you tweeting about yesterday specifically that you reckon tickled the
Oh,
algo like that?
I tugged on it. You know what it is? Okay, I think I'm starting to figure it out a bit. Like it's like just being consistent, like we all know that. It's actually engaging as well. So commenting's massive, but it's getting engagement from big accounts. Okay,
Yeah.
that is key. So yesterday I put up a few good posts about levels I'm watching, but then I also threw up a meme coin one because I was genuinely interested about what people's takes were on like Mog and Pepe and Bonk and stuff, and that slapped. Like that's a 23K, but it had Farouk, it had K Money, it had massive accounts comment on it. And that's, as you can see, that's how you get the engagement. So, I mean, I engage with them elsewhere as well, but it's all about replying, engaging with them. So if you can like create organic sort of content, and then you can do that around obviously good topics that are trending at the moment, then as you can see, you're going to get that the amount of yaps. And I mean, I still like my smart followers hasn't gone up. So that's really interesting actually. But yeah, I mean, like Craig, season 2, who knows when it comes, but I've been trending around that top 400 for a very long time. So perhaps like Greenie's starting to make his way up here. And that's what I said, Craig. Look at that. Yeah, around the top 400 is where I've normally been. What, like, I've been saying this too. Like, people step away at the wrong times. The time to step away from crypto is during peak greed and euphoria. The time to step back in is during fear and extreme fear. Okay. And that's what we're seeing right now. So why wouldn't you step away? And I mean, this like, for me, Craig, because I sold it all, I'm like, well, I'm going to farm this even harder because then the next airdrop could be just as juicy, if not bigger. So it's a shame that I ultimately did sell. I mean, I got that payment for YT as well last week for the voting as well. And I know you got me
those
onto
are
that.
handy, aren't they?
Yeah, and I mean that another one of them should be coming up pretty much in the coming days, I assume. So
yeah, it would be in the next couple of days. And I see that mitosis graduated as well.
yeah.
So I think there might have been something people who voted for them get a percentage of the allocation when it comes out.
Well, I did because you mentioned that to me, and it was one of the ones that might have had an airdrop, right? And so I put on like not much, like a couple of weeks ago, I think it migrated, and I put up 100 votes or something. So I was like, look, I'll put a little bit on it, and then if I get something sick, the votes don't mean anything to me. So why do I bother not putting in it? So there you go, 26th of Feb. So that that was today.
Yeah, I think they go live. They just graduated today, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
stepped
Well, there
out
you
of
go.
there. So that's something to follow. But yeah, I suppose all the other, I mean, for people that are bored in the market at the moment, this is where I'd be going. And we've spoken about this for a while. And Greeny, you got a pretty healthy airdrop, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like, or claim it was decent for someone. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you're just tweeting pretty similar content to you always do. And you know, I mean, I didn't get nearly as much as you, but I still got 2.5 grand. So
Yeah. Yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
know,
I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary, and that's what
it's
I love.
okay. Like, especially when a market's like this, like getting that 2.5 grand last week was such a nice feeling when the market's doing hardly anything, because you feel
Yeah.
like you're still making progress in a market
Yeah.
versus making no money. So I sort of feel in times like this, it's just those little wins. You just got to keep getting those little
That's it.
wins. The big ones will come, and
Yeah.
the narrative will come, and there'll be a big mover soon enough. But you can't chase that. You're better off. I think this is a super safe farm, dude. Like
Well,
how
Craig,
do
look
you
at
lose
this.
money? You can't lose money. Like you get paid to vote. Like
Look at this, Craig. Like I voted this weeks ago. That's what I said. I was like, I swear I saw this weeks ago and voted for it, and I did. I voted on the 6th of Feb, and then look, all the big boys came and got paid to vote over the past couple of weeks or past week or so. So, I mean, it pays to be early. But yeah, I only put a small amount in. I mustn't have had as many yaps at that point of time. So,
mm,
I mean, happy with that. Hopefully get a juicy airdrop from that as well. But yeah, it's a no-brainer, Craig. Like you said, like this is organic. It's not easily to farm. As I just said, I gave away some pointers there. If you can get some good engagement on your posts, then that's the key. And you can maybe start ticking off some higher levels on the mind share. Okay. And then if you're consistent on topics too, and this is some alpha, okay. If I was a smaller creator, I would go to pre TGE arena and start looking at some of these other things that not many people talk about. Okay, because what they're coming up with are some obviously airdrops that are coming soon, and that way you can maybe get into it. Okay, and over here, so hit pre TGE community leaderboard. Look into these. Start posting about these because if you can, you will be one of the top creators in that and get a mad airdrop for that particular airdrop. So yeah, really interesting, Craig. Let's talk about Abstract. Have you been over on Abstract? I tried to get my stream to go, but I don't think it works today. I don't know if
yeah,
it's working.
it's they've I'm streaming on there now. It's a dedicated key now, which is good. So you don't have to keep updating the key, which
Oh,
is
maybe
super
that's why it's
cool.
not working. Stream. Okay. Maybe I need to. So how do I? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I need to reallocate the stream. Okay. Keep talking. I'll see if that works
Yeah,
then.
yeah. So no, I'm only over there as far as our streams go. So a couple of times a week I stream it through us, and then I've just been getting the badges. So last week was okay. I think I ended up with about 3,000 XP for last week, which
Nice.
was my biggest week. But then I saw other people get 14,000 and stuff. But they must
Yeah.
have multipliers coming out their ass. But there's a couple more badges I can earn. So for me, I've just been doing our streams twice a week, maybe the odd extra, and then just getting the badges. And I think I'm about 3,000 XP off silver, that tier.
Okay.
So for me, I'm just trying to get to silver. I think gold's 100,000 XP. I just can't imagine I'll get to that.
Yeah.
But I figure if I get to the silver tier, that'll be pretty nice. And then I'm just going to hope that's a half decent claim slash airdrop. I see Luca's been starting to speak about abstract as well again. So
Mm.
you know, what do you think about this, Greeny? What like I'm a bit. How big can this be? How big can abstract be?
I think if you are consistent with this, I think it could be big. It's just the macro concerns me. Yeah, see, mine's not working. I might need to rerun the stream key after the airdrop. But I mean, after the live stream. I mean, did I get any XP last week? No, I didn't.
I
I
wonder
didn't
why.
do it. Oh, well,
Oh,
I didn't stream. I didn't stream last week.
you got a badge here to claim though. Grab that bad boy.
I got a bad. How do I claim it?
You should be able to just click on it and
It's
away you
bloody
go.
glitchy,
Should give you a sign.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it can be like big. You got to remember, like at the end of the day, these are some of the biggest gigaverse, giga chat. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
These are some of the biggest, like, well connected. Oh, it wants me to verify my. Hold on, let me turn that off. Yeah, this is some of the biggest like connections in Web3. You got to remember that. Like Luca with Pengu brought out like connections at every sort of level, Craig. Like he had everyone change their PFPs from like bloody Van Neck to OpenSea to like leaders in the space were repping a Penguin. So for me, I was like, oh yeah, this is an obvious play. I just want some more information around it, right?
Yeah.
Like at what, like give us a time frame at least. Like that'll help push like at least more people to the platform, that sort of stuff as well. So I mean, it looks like I didn't earn any XP this week. But so what did you do to earn XP last week? You streamed a couple of times. I didn't stream last week. So
did we not stream once last week? Did we stream once?
I don't know. I don't think it worked. No, and it's not working today.
Oh, I streamed once with us last week, and then I got that badge, and they're quite generous on the XP given. So I don't know if it's a case of people started falling off.
Yeah.
And so the amount you get per week was increased because some accounts weren't collecting as much as at the start. But I mean, I think that myself, I'm just passively going about it. I'm not aggressively going about it. Maybe I should. And that's why I'm kind of asking you that question, because I'm like, do I do a couple of extra streams on there a week? I don't know, man. But like you said, I wouldn't mind a time frame.
Yeah. I think it's worthwhile, Craig. What's your gut say?
My gut says I can't see Luca. I don't think it could be. I don't think it'll be cold or terrible.
Yeah.
Surely, like, or he just goes, yeah, sorry guys, got it wrong. Market conditions wasn't so good. My bad. See you next. But I don't know. Like, surely he's got enough. I don't know, man. He might. Yeah, it's a tricky one, man. I don't know. I don't know the mechanics he's working with. I think I'm going to start hustling there a bit more though.
I don't mind it. I don't have any ETH on chain though at the moment, so it won't work for me.
Yeah, I wonder why. It may be as simple as just changing a title there, man, to match.
Yeah, I thought I had, but maybe it's not working. I might have to go in the back end of Restream and see if that works, but it doesn't want to work for me. That's yours up there. Nah, mine's not there. Oh, well, I'll figure it out after. So hopefully it works. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad platform, to be honest. I think it's pretty clean. If they can't start bringing out some more game, the problem I had, Craig, when we last spoke about it was that they didn't have free access to play the games and stuff. You had to spend money. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like,
yeah. Because if you want people sort of mucking around on that, you probably want it to be free, don't you?
Yeah.
And then I guess the option to pay to play if you want to advance faster, like Roblox or something like that. So you can incentivize people to actually spend. There's no problem in that. Everyone wants a different skin or something. But it might be nice to make it the entry point free, so everyone wants to play.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go on there. I don't want to go on there and
or gamble. Like, I don't want to just go on there and gamble. Like, if I want to gamble, I'll just go to Sportsbet or something, Like, that's...
Yeah, watch a game of footy and enjoy the game of footy, right?
Exactly. Speaking of...
or cricket. Cricket's on at the moment.
Cricket, the whatever you call it, Champions Trophy's on.
That's on now.
But no, you're right. The footy season starts next week, so that's plenty of entertainment for us over here in Australia.
So, yeah, I haven't been playing these games. I was trying to earn the badge. What is it? There's a new badge at the moment that's on the main page.
How do you see that?
I can't remember. There it is, Super Duper, which is a card game. I think it must be like poker or something.
Okay. I tried to play this.
Oh yeah, I tried to play it as well yesterday, and I couldn't work out what the fuck it wanted me to do. I'm so ADHD, I can't read a tutorial, man. I just get bored.
Oh, it's too complicated. I'm not reading this.
I'm clicking.
How do I play it? Past tutorial.
The wrong guy, man. I just clicked everywhere.
How do I play?
Oh, how do you start?
I
think you just might be something just hitting casual. I don't even know where you are now.
I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. Play,
yeah. Maybe just hit casual.
Casual?
Yeah, and it might just try and throw you in a...
Oh, casual window is closed. Okay.
Oh, can you go tutorial?
Ranked is closed. All right, we're logging in. No, I remember trying to play this, and someone's like, it's like Catan or something. And I was like, look, I like Catan. It's a great game, but this had some extra. We got. Wait, this had some like extra, not problems, but like extra strategies that I was like, oh look, I don't have the time to be
learning a game. Hey, you're like, fuck, we're in a bull run, man.
Guys,
here we go. Tyler's got it. Greeny's on the left, tutorial playground. So do you just have to do the tutorial to get the badge, I think?
I don't know. Okay, so how do I play? Gold is in-game resource. Okay. Poker cards are an also in-game resource needed to build the advanced units. Trade poker cards with other players. Spend attack points to conquer tiles to defeat enemies. Every turn you get 1 attack point. Okay. Here you'll find game stakes of 10. This is what I mean, Craig. This is a good time in the market to actually step away from a lot of things and just go over. Oh, there you go. So Wealth Creator says it has a massive learning curve. It would take an hour to complete if you do it right now.
Fuck.
The Tyler said couldn't commit. Okay, well, thanks, chat. That's what I need to say.
I will. I'm like you though. I will go and do it. I will go and do it because, man, I just know if the market's quiet and me spending time on this, if I don't do it and the drop ends up being really good, I'm going to get so angry at myself because I don't have a lot to do at the moment.
No, exactly.
So I need to put my time somewhere, and even maybe just 30 minutes a day to abstract, 30 minutes a day or whatever, go in here, grind a bit. Hey, the airdrop might be terrible, but it might save me losing money on Bitcoin, or maybe not Bitcoin so much at the moment, but somewhere else. How, Greeny, have you been in the trenches at all trading fresh launches?
I have not. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. All right,
I have not been. Oh, although I saw graduation was horrendously down. Like everything all the shitters are down, huh?
Wait, what? This platform's all changed. Okay, weird. Yeah, I saw some pretty bearish tweets yesterday about Pump Fund and how there was over 8.1 million tokens launched, and like none of them were over 500, or one of them's over 500, as you can see. Jesus. And then 4 of them are over this. Yeah, someone put this out recently. Whoever created this, the platform that I've been using for a while is this. Hey, they've updated it. Where'd my percentage rate go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, look at this, Craig. 0.7% chance. That's like horrendous.
Yeah, man. No wonder. No. The timeline, this is why the timeline's in tatters, and everyone's so down about it, and why you would think it's a bear market at the moment. It's because everyone got out of trading Bitcoin and altcoins and started getting into meme coins only and became a meme coin connoisseur.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, meme coins go to zero pretty fucking fast. So it doesn't matter how good you think you are, you're a connoisseur, you can pick culture. I mean, look at Mog. Mog's one of the best culture coins, man, out there. And look at the pullback on it.
Yeah.
Like fucking massive. What's it, like 80% or something? So,
yeah, I'm actually pretty keen to buy it at some stage, I think. If it gets down to the 886, I am very keen. I think that's come on, there we go. But as I said before, I'm waiting for more Bitcoin strength or BTC dominance to show weakness. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm waiting. And I'm like you. I'm not really keen to enter altcoins or meme coins and try and knife catch.
Yeah.
I would rather bid a reversal, confirmed reversal, rather than try and catch knives, man, because I've played this game before.
Like, I'd rather catch that low there. You're exactly right. And I've been saying this. Like, people are like,
I'll sacrifice 10% just to be sure.
Exactly. Like I'll even sacrifice, what's that, 50% move?
Yeah.
Because the move from there still back to maybe another high is still a 2x, a 5x to all-time high. So like, yeah, it's like don't try to catch something like this yet. I think I want to see strength.
Yeah, we've got a couple of things to watch as well to give clues. We've got Bitcoin dominance, which we spoke about before, which I think might be at about 60% at the moment.
Yeah, it has dumped a little bit. It has
gone down. And then what's USD doing? Is that still super?
USD dominance is pumping.
Yes, that's a problem as well, man. We've got a couple of things going against us in crypto at the market.
Yeah.
One's Bitcoin dominance, and the other one is Greeny's bringing up here USD dominance, which is pumping.
Yeah,
American dollars fucking pumping.
But this is a big level for BTC dominance. We have put in a lower high. Sexy and I were talking about this morning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like if we lose this sort of range here, then yeah, it's very much a good thing back to 58. And then that's the key level. Something like that would be, I'd love to see it. But I mean, this can happen over weeks. And I think people need to remember that. Like this is clearly showed, like for me, that like, I just don't think we push up that much higher. So something like this, okay, like this. And then, so yeah, I like altcoins might not rally till mid-year or Q3. I literally put that in GTG this morning, guys. Like, that's why I'm happy to fade, as you just said. a 50% move, even if like, let's go look at like Sol, for example, right? Even if Sol like wicks down a little bit further, or it goes like this, okay, and we start to reclaim higher time frame here, I'm happy to buy at 150 and then trade that to 300. Like, I'm happy to do that. I just think it's, at this point in time, it's not worth trying to catch it at the dip. Like, maybe I'll buy some at 120 if we get there. I probably will. To be honest, I probably will buy some Solana at 120. But then, even then, if you zoom out further, like, you could look at some key levels here, and we very much could revisit 79. Like, if you look at the monthly, let's look at the monthly, okay? If you look at the monthly, like, it is clear if we lose 120, if we lose that 120 region here, okay, the buying interest there was tremendous previously. If we lose that, we go to $80. We go to $80 without a doubt. So,
yeah,
are you
that's going to make
prepared?
people.
Yeah, are you prepared for a situation like that? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's that will hurt people. It's I mean, if altcoins, if they take till sort of what Q4 to pump, shucks, that's going to be a long fucking year, man.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to be in this bull run another whole year. Fuck, let me out. Need the market to let us out. Have you been? Did you apply for any of those AVAX pre-sales?
Nah, I've been busy moving out and stuff. So I was like, look, I'm sure it's a cook. I love AVAX and that sort of stuff. Great to see the ecosystem doing well. But nah, I mean, that's another chart that's just been extremely disappointing, Craig, for me. Like, this is,
yeah, bro.
Like, I did this with GTG the other day. Like, I was like, oh yeah, lower high from this high in March 24 last year, this lower high. But it actually is a third lower high from the top of last cycle. And it, like, look at that. Like, I only looked at that on the monthly recently. So, like it shows here, I actually don't know if AVAX really does run it back. I really just don't. Like, this is like, what catalyst? Maybe, yeah, sure, the ecosystem's thriving. People are enjoying over there, but like, there's just so much sell pressure on this chart.
Yeah, you and me have been watching this chart for a while, and it just has not lived up to the potential, has it? Ray did live up to the potential, and AVAX has just been one of those plays that has just not moved the way I expected it to, or hoped. I guess hoped is another word, but bit of a bummer for this bull run. Huh? It's been a bit of a lagger. It's had so much potential.
But
it
I
just
think
shows you though, like you get it wrong, right? You and I get it wrong. We all get it wrong. And hey, we might end up being right. You know, time's an important factor here, but so far holding AVAX has not been pleasurable at all. Same with Ethereum. You know, I sympathize with Ethereum holders. Try holding AVAX. It's been much the same. Like, every rally up just gets squashed, every time. Bitcoin just rains on its parade all the time.
And that's key. And I think it's evidence of what has happened this cycle. And this cycle has been such a rotation of liquidity, rotation of attention. Like, think back, Craig, right? Like, we bought Solana at 17. We bought Radium at between 0.2 and $1. And then we started trading NFTs on Solana. Okay, they went really well. I made a shit ton of money on Mad Lads, but Doggos ran to like 20 Sol. Okay, SMBs ran up to like 100 Sol. Claynos ran to like 50 or 70 Sol or something. So that was the first season. Then, like, throughout that period, Ethereum meme coins were taking off. Think back to LMI, think back to Joe that we traded way back in 23, Craig. Then rotation went into ordinals. Okay, that was massive for about 6 months. Okay, then a very small season of runes. And then Solana meme coins really took off at the start of 24 as well. Okay. I mean, I was trading them a little bit earlier as well. But that's like within that, so many cycles. Then we started to see, say, Sui come out. So other altcoins come out. AVAX had a little bit of a season with meme coins as well. You then obviously saw DeFi take over later in the year. You then saw the NFT airdrops come at the end of last year. We saw obviously Anime, we saw Pengu, and a few others that are still in the works, but obviously had already some other previous ones had already launched. And now you're like, but the prominent thing this cycle has just been BTC, has just been the strength. And but like so many different seasons within this cycle. You've had the AI narrative, you had the base season. Like, that's what I mean. Like, last cycle, Craig, we did not have this much variety. And I think that's what's really struggled for a lot of actual utility-based altcoins like AVAX right here, right? Is that we have just not have that central focus of attention and volume and liquidity.
Yeah, I agree. I think last bull run, AVAX would have sent. based
Yeah.
on the gaming narrative. The
Oh,
gaming narrative last
absolutely.
run was
Yeah.
so big that if a company even whispered gaming or metaverse, the coin fucking sent.
Yeah.
Whereas now you've got a chain actually doing it, and it just seems to me the market's just not that interested at the moment.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. So if that's the case, the market's never wrong. So we're wrong at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe, AVAX might be a case of it's an expo run, Cinder,
Yeah. It could
maybe
be.
it's
Yeah.
not time yet. Or maybe a new, sexier chain comes along and unfortunately for AVAX scoops up the gaming narrative from it, which can
Yeah.
happen so fast in Web3. As a chain, you can't even just rest on your laurels, eh?
Yeah.
Someone else will come along and take the whole narrative away, like Solana did with Ethereum meme coins. Ethereum was cruising, dude. NFTs, meme coins, and
Yeah.
a whole lot, right? And then I remember when Solana started, when meme coins started. Now, I don't know if everyone's been around here long enough to know this, but when shitcoins came out on Solana, a lot of people scoffed at it. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
A
Yeah. Yeah.
lot. A lot. If you said I'm going to go trade Solana meme coins, people were
Yeah.
disgusted, dude. Like I remember group chats, you got shunned. Like I remember group chats,
Yeah.
the people had to make separate ones to be able to speak about Solana meme coins because the
I remember
Ethereum
being
people
added
were
to them
giving
as
so
well. It
much
was
shit.
wild. But it's so funny because like so many people get it wrong, Craig, with getting attached. They're so
Yeah.
emotional about shit. And I'm like, bro, just trade opportunities, trade volume. And like I'm gonna say this. I was one of the earliest people to Solana meme coins. You can go back and backdate that on the YouTube channel because I was one of the first that ever posted about how to trade Solana meme coins.
It
And
was a dirty word for
it went
sure.
viral, Craig, and that showed me, okay, people want to learn how to do this because gas screwed us last cycle. So
Yeah.
why would you want to be trading $50 or $100 per buy and sell on Ethereum? Why not trade far lower on Solana? So that plus the Sol versus ETH chart, Craig, and this one here. This here, I remember when I spoke about this being the trend as well. And this is why I literally did not own any Ethereum or much Bitcoin compared to Solana because I knew it was going to outpace. And it outpaced by 17%. 17x. 17x, Craig.
That's outrageous.
And who got this right? Me.
Yeah, we called it for years.
We did. We did.
The whole bull run. The whole bull run.
Yeah.
I laugh because we got it right, but I mean, I held Ethereum as well. We both did,
Yep.
but I held, I don't know, 50x Solana though.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ethereum's been a drag. What are you thinking as far as which altcoin, Greenie, do you feel outpaces or leads the pack? This is a tough question. Coming up, when Bitcoin dominance breaks, what do you feel is going to be the hero here? Is it Sui? Is it Solana? Is it Ethereum?
See, Sui, yeah, Sui and Sol both have a few unlocks very shortly. But Sui against Sol, so this is where you got to actually spend time and analyze. So you got to go look at the Sol versus the pair that you're looking at, the altcoin. You then got to go look at the Sui versus like Bitcoin pair as well. Like, and then if it looks like it's going to outperform those, if Sui looks like, yeah, see Sui versus BTC, not showing me a lot of strength here just yet. Bearish formation there as well. So if I see both charts are showing me more strength, that's where I go, okay, it's time to allocate more money to that. So, I mean, I'm looking at that. I look at AVAX, for example. I look at NIA, for example, with the AI, but that's new lows against BTC. I mean, you could look at Hyperliquid versus Solana as well. This is a very, very important level to hold for Hyperliquid. Otherwise, it probably doesn't look good against Solana. So this is what I mean. Like, this is one that I'm looking at, Hype versus Sol. If you look at Hype versus BTC, which I think I do have, yeah, this is it here. Like, this actually looks pretty good. But actually, sorry, flip it. If this goes up, BTC is pumping, right? So this needs to go down for Hype to outperform. That's the key to understand there too. You need to make sure you put them the right ways up the top. Otherwise, you're reading the opposite way. So yeah, I mean, interesting times, but that's what I mean. There's no clarity yet, Craig. So for me, even AVAX versus Sol is still in no man's land, like right here. Like what trend is still to the downside. Like there's no clear change of trend there yet. So
yeah,
that's what I would be looking. I'd be spending time on that. But I mean, if we look at BTC dominance, it's not far away from. It looks like we could even break down in the coming days, which is good. And then we maybe start to retest some of these high time frame support levels. And if we break that, yeah, that's where I go, okay, it's time to maybe get rid of some of my BTC and allocate that more towards some potential altcoins. But I mean, like something like Tau is definitely on my radar.
Mm.
Um, something like Sui is definitely on my radar. But again, same here. Like they're not just gonna go up like this either. It's just not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a grind, and it's gonna be eventually you might see, okay, now we go something like that, right? Like could be, as I said, it could be the end of the year before we see this. And only the patient people who are in here day in, day out will be here to see that. I mean, Cetus as well, which I mean, if you're bullish on the ecosystem of Sui, then this is a great one to potentially play, kind of like our Radiant play on Solana. Maybe Jupiter if they're going to have some buybacks, but even then, like Jupiter here could go to August 25 before we see resolution sideways. So yeah, just nothing just yet, Craig. How about yourself? Are you like, what are you eyeing? Are you eyeing potentially like IMX? Like, I mean, it's losing key levels as well. I don't know.
IMX, I'm not. I got out of that a long time ago, thank God.
Same.
Yeah, no, I'm the same as you. Everything you just rattled off there is what I'm looking at. Cetus, I've been looking at for a while since you brought it up on stream maybe a few weeks ago. But I've just been waiting for an entry, and then lo and behold, I'm glad I didn't enter because of what just happened the last week. So I'm like you. I'm interested in Sol, Ethereum, all the main ones. AVAX to a certain degree, but geez, I need to see something happen there. Cetus, I am. Sui, Nia, Tau, same as you. Man, have you bothered going over and looking at Sonic and see Tyler Durden's been talking about it and
Actually,
building out
no. Yeah. So what's the chat with it at the moment?
Man, this is a tricky one for me. It's. I mean, most of the hype I think comes from the what's the word? The transfer speeds, which are apparently phenomenal. And then he's building out, or he's bought out. I think one of there's 3 dexes on there, and he's grabbed one of them, which I think is called the ticker's called just C. I think
S.
That's Sonic, and then on Sonic is another one I think called C.
Just C.
Yeah, which is the Dex.
What's it called?
I gotta find it now. Yeah, I've gone blank. What was it?
Dex on Sonic. Let's have a look.
But I know people have been over here for a little while, so I'm just weary.
So hold on. Sonic is Phantom, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, it used to be Phantom or FTM, did it?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think so. Isn't it? Is that? Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Chat, like, let us know. Is that right?
Pretty sure. Here we go.
Top Sonic Dexes. Shadow.
Yeah, I think is it Shadow?
I don't know.
Fuck, where is it? I found it, but I'm just gonna go through this long. Sorry, chat. I'm learning with you guys. I'm learning with you.
No, I haven't spent time over here. I mean, like, but that's what I mean. There's so many opportunities in so many different ways on so many different chains in so many different markets. Oh my God.
Like, man, there's so much info. I've got to go through this in further detail. We'll come back on next stream chat and I'll have a chat about it. I'm looking into it now.
So what's the exchange? Milko and Shadow. Yeah. It used to be Phantom. That's what I thought, Phantom.
Yeah. I'm just cautious that it's just, during times like this, sometimes, accounts can look to, I'm not saying Tyler's doing this, but you may pick a chain that's quiet, get yourself well positioned there. And
exit liquidity. Exactly. Same shit, but just a different market, different chain. Yeah. Literally someone doing that 100%.
So
that's what Becca did last cycle with gaming tokens.
Correct. So I'm not saying Tyler's doing this, but I'm just aware that I know in group chats, people have been positioning themselves in there for a little bit. And I'm just cautious to go over there and get fucking wrecked. Just because, we spoke last time, Greenie, about staying in your lane.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those things as well. Do I have the mental bandwidth to take this on? At the moment, I'm like, I don't know if I do, man. Like, it's that part of the bull run where I'm a bit like you. I'm a bit weary now.
Yeah.
Or tired. So I'm like, because I know if I go into this, I'm going to have to spend a day learning it, which actually maybe it's a good thing for me to do for a day, right? Get into this, get some juices going, maybe. You can tell I'm halfway through a bull run and need a break, eh?
Exactly, though. But I 100% agreement. I'm exhausted. Like, I am exhausted from everything. And like,
can I do this? Can I go into this and learn a fucking new chain?
if you pick one thing or two things, that's where like I still trade. Like we try to trade futures at the moment. I'm just watching analytics on macro timeframes as well. Like I'm looking deep into the analysis as well. But maybe I still like Kyoto over this.
Yeah, no, me too, man. I mean, yeah, exactly right. Yaps and that. I mean, the beauty about Yaps and making money on there is it doesn't cost you. I don't have to put any money in.
Yeah.
So that's what I really like. Like we're basically just given money for free for our time, which I'm not opposed to, because like we said, at the market, while the market's not presenting easy opportunities, I the money might be less on Cato,
Yeah.
but I'm not putting any in apart from time. And
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
willing to give it my time at the moment because I've got time to give.
Plus, you're growing your social account, which is
Correct.
going to be better in a bear market as well, right?
Exactly. And my account has grown from Yaps without a doubt.
Where are you up to these days? I haven't
I'm
looked at
almost
your
at
profile.
21,000. I got stuck at 19 for what felt like forever.
Growth has been so slow for
Uh,
me recently.
But it's gone. Oh, yeah. Cenos Labs. That's a legend, Chad Rock. That's how you say your name. That's the one, Cenos
Xenos
Labs, which
Labs.
is
Okay.
C. Tyler, I think, just bought 60% of it.
Oh my God.
Of the whole deck. So he's obviously he's hiring
I
devs
can't even
now.
find it.
So I don't know, man. Like I don't mind riding his coattails to a certain degree. If he's going to put in, finances to help get devs to the chain and all that, I'm all about helping someone build out a chain if he's into it. But I tried speaking to him a bit about it, but I don't know if he's so busy. I didn't get much of a detailed reply from him, so I couldn't even get an inside scoop for myself or for you guys listening right now. So sorry, guys. I wish I could have. I kind of was trying to probe him for some alpha, but he fucking wasn't giving me any.
That's fine.
Which is maybe, I don't know, maybe fair enough, man. Maybe fair enough, because sometimes accounts will give you too much backdoor information or whatever. You sometimes got to be wary of, right? So I think he's probably trying to play this a little bit ethically, and what I mean by that is don't give his mates too much info.
Yeah.
So he's probably, I don't know, man. I'm a bit cautious with this. I just wondered if you had looked into it. You haven't. I haven't either, really. Maybe I will, but then maybe I'm like you. Maybe I just stick Yaps, Greeny.
Oh, that one's blocked. I'm just looking now.
There's a new just for on the topic of Yaps as well. Skate just went Skate, which is one of the protocols that's looking to launch Yaps.
They got banned. Just
Oh,
quietly.
beautiful.
Cenos or C got banned.
Okay, head start.
Interesting. I'm sorry. What were you saying? Yeah.
I was just saying, Skate's launched on the is going to launch on the launchpad there, or has launched, and they are doing for 6 months. They're giving away a certain percentage of their tokens for the top. Is it 100 or 500 yappers for 6 months? Same as Dot.
So which one's this?
It's called Skate, which I think is probably graduated.
Is it a post? Yeah.
Where is it on there? Where is Skate?
I don't see it.
Neither do I.
Is it called something else?
Where is it?
Maybe it's called something else. Well, that's what I was just pulling up, Craig. Like my analytics, like you can tell when people like. I mean, I posted a little bit less during this over the weekend because I was away. But really interestingly, like I'm pretty consistent here, as you can see. I average about 100K in impressions a day. But really interestingly, yeah, followers count has slowed down a lot recently, compared to where it was. Like if we go back 3 months, like it was thriving. And it's really interesting. Like, as you can see, like we have, like it was trending a lot, and then it's been trending all year, really. Look at that, 100 followers a day for like a long time there, for a couple of months over the December, January time, and even into Feb. And then it just died off. And like, it's just so interesting. Like this is what we spoke about at the start of the show, is that so many people leave crypto at the wrong time. Like now is the time to actually be more interested because you've got such better risk to rewards.
Yeah, man, totally agree. I mean, it's the same as my numbers as well have dropped off the last month, February.
I mean, would you buy this chart? I'd buy this chart at that low. So greenies growth, mate. Let's go greenies growth.
Yeah. It's due for explosive upside, but no, it is interesting. Like even our streaming numbers interesting, right? Probably 50% down.
We're at more. We were at 2K
more?
there for a period of time. We're at 600 right now. So
Yeah.
like that's like tremendously different.
So we're on a dip, guys. We're definitely on a dip, but
yeah.
Look, I think they're going to be good opportunities. Skate isn't there, Greenie? I just had a look. If you go to the to launch button.
Where do I find that? There.
Yeah, and you'll see it. Yeah, go down. There we go, Skate. There we go.
Oh, okay. So did you vote?
I think I might have. But I think with them, it's more about being in the top. I don't know if it's 100 or 500 mindshare yappers for 6 months. So they're basically doing the same thing Dot's doing by rewarding monthly.
Yeah, so I didn't vote on this one.
I don't think that'll matter. I don't think votes for them are going to give you a stimmy.
So overall, on Kyoto, if you're in the top 500-600 people, or on this topic.
On this topic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is the? How do you see that? How do you see that?
See, I don't know because I'm never that high up on mindshare. You would be more often than me.
Probably yes. Not really, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I never really hit big there. Not often, man. Not often.
I wish if anyone knows in the chat, let us know. But I'd like to see how you can find the mindshare of Pro Smart followers.
I did know actually because I looked it up for Dot. Skate.
There's no like search button.
Oh no, there you can go. You go Kaido Connect.
Yeah.
Oh, am I retarded? Hang on.
No, I think that's where we have been. That's AI agent. Crypto X.
So go Yapper leaderboard and then hit Skate.
I can't. Oh, now it's there now. It wasn't there, I swear, a minute ago.
And that's who's leading the. And then you can go top 100. If you scroll down, you'll see the top 100. That'll be.
Well, I wouldn't have spoken about this.
I was in the Dot top 100 for one day.
Were you?
For one day, and I put a post up celebrating, and then I've never been back in it. So that's been great. So
yeah. So this person is too simplicity. Okay. So Skate, what's it about? I'll go put a tweet out today.
Yeah, look, you know what? Like we were saying, while the market's doing this, it's not a bad time to go around and I think just research lightly some of these and maybe there's one there that tickles your fancy. And I mean, there's a few on there. There's Corn, which was a Bitcoin. I can't remember now. So there's all sorts of. I guess it's just good to research, and you might get paid to do it. And Dot's a decent size, man. So if you can farm a bit of Dot, not bad. Not bad.
I think I put one chart up a couple of weeks ago about Dot.
Hey, what's that, Greenie?
I think I put up one chart about Dot, but I'm not in the top 100. There you
go. From the only problem with me and Dot is I held Dot last bull run and it did shit, man. So
I made a lot on Dot last bull run.
Did you? Yeah, last bull run I did, but this one has not been so.
Okay, so Skate. Let's go to the website. Okay, now I'm starting to figure out how to use this platform.
How to navigate it, yeah.
And then if we go back and have a look at the Yapper mindshare, okay. So they got 700K followers. That's interesting. Yap for 1%. We're excited to announce the launch of Skate Yapper leaderboard. 1% of the supply to Yappers. So I mean, it's not a lot, but it's money.
It's tiny. Money. The thing is,
dude. This guy's just getting absolutely reposted by everyone, bro. This is bullshit, bro.
Little Leon is on every one of those. Whenever
he's on it. Oh, mate, shout out to him. Shout out. He's a hardworking fella.
Why isn't he, Greenie? Why isn't he in high school, man? Send the teachers, get this guy back to class so the rest of us can eat, man. Fuck, I did school. He's Little Leon. Get back to school, man. Do your time. Fuck's sake.
He's a good kid. He's a good kid. I like it.
Look, man, if he continues on the trajectory he's going on, he's going to be a beast at 25, dude.
Oh, he'll be the biggest creator in crypto. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
He's thread guy without the bad hair and maybe a few more morals. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. So you can build on Skate. Okay, so they've got Pump Fun there. I'm going to fade that. So it's a cross VM interaction. All right. So what did he post about? I haven't even read this. Some math. Oh, he did some math. Wait, what? Each month on Yappers, depending on the mind share. Yeah, it's not fully diluted. No way you're going to get 166K. Oh, is that how much the Yappers will get? Okay. Oh, it's in each month. Okay.
Oh, it's 1% a month for 6 months. So it's a 6%
The
total.
potential to pull 6. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that math. That's a bit of a bull post in math, but yeah, interesting.
I mean,
Interesting.
that's what's going to earn the yaps, though, man. That bull post, right?
Exactly.
Or the opposite end.
So, but you're right, Craig. Like that's where I'd be spending time over here, looking at what potentially isn't like slapping that much. Like, I mean, this one here, like, what's corn, Craig? You said you
That was, it's something to do with Bitcoin. I was looking at it the other week. It only caught my attention because it's Bitcoin. I can't remember if it's staking or I think it's a high yield. I think it's a yield play on Bitcoin. Like, stake Bitcoin, earn a shitload of corn. Will corn be worth anything when it drops, though, man? That's the, the old.
But it says powered by Arbitrum, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, right. Well, fuck. I don't
know.
know.
Here you go. The Bitcoin yield
Maybe I was
source,
drunk.
including margin vaults from Concrete here. Vault. Interesting.
Yeah, so look, there's all sorts of those weird plays. I've not heard of any of them, but I guess that's the purpose of being on the launch pad, so people like you and me talk about it, which is smart, right? Like
exactly. You see, it'd be good if because like we speak about it on stream, but that doesn't directly relate to tweets. So need to be tweeting out our streams, Craig.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's what the only thing with Yaps is it doesn't include video content, which is a fucking shame, man, because you and I pump out so much video content. I feel some of the people that earn big Yaps in the text format, I kind of feel sometimes videos my preferred medium.
Yeah.
Actually, you're good in the text format, but I prefer. I love a deep dive in video. So I hope one day they can integrate that, but it's probably going to be it'll be closed by the time they do that, man.
Yeah, no chance they get to that. Yeah.
No, so I'm fucked. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, mate. It's time to put some more tweets out. I reckon.
Grok 3. Make me a tweet.
Actually, that's a fair shout. I've read a few things today or recently about how bullish it is. So
I need to get on. Hey, Greenie, is Twitter Premium $50 a month now?
What do you mean?
Is it gone up? Is Twitter Premium?
Shouldn't have. Why?
I think it has.
$50 a month.
Yeah, I think it's gone from $8 to 50 or 30 or something.
No, wait, what? Where'd you get that from?
I read it somewhere.
No.
I think I got a notification saying the price was going up.
The trick is don't go through Apple either because Apple put a surcharge on it.
Yeah, that's right. I go through on my PC straight through X.
Yeah, good. That's what I do too.
Yeah. So maybe the number I read might have been through Apple that someone posted about.
Or
right?
is it not this one over here? Like premium? I don't know. Like is it not in here? I don't know.
Maybe it's the high end one. Maybe I'm off my head, man. I just saw Busy wrote about it, and I was like, "Fucking hell, how much is that?" But maybe he's gone for the high. Here we go, premium.
I can't find anything on that.
I'll close this fucking chat box.
Grok got a new little symbol update as well. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I'll have a look into it. I can't see anything on Twitter either. So, I mean, on YouTube. I mean, goodness me, on Google.
Nah, neither. I don't know. No, that must have been for the like premium.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he'd up at 5x.
No.
That's too much.
X Premium, here you go. On the 18th of February, new subscribers will pay updated price starting that day. If you're an existing and your next billing starts March 22, you'll be charged at your current rate. Otherwise, the new rate will begin your first billing after that day. Click here for pricing information. Prices may vary by location, taxes, and payment methods. Here we go. Australia. Basic. Wait, you're right. What the?
Am I?
No, wait. Yeah, no. It says here, okay, premium tier monthly pricing is still 13. But annual
135
and annual 51 for basic tier. Premium, which is the one we're on, is it's still 13. So we've been paying 13. It is like 18 if you pay via Apple, I'm pretty sure.
What's Premium Plus? What does that give you?
I think Premium Plus is you can upgrade on the platform. I actually can't remember where you do that, but I think it just helps you get more exposure. How do I just don't want to dox any of my deets. Is it in monetization?
To upgrade?
Yeah, how do you upgrade? Premium. Here we go. Yeah, upgrade. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm on 13 a month. Here we go. I finally found it. There you go. So wait, what? Oh, you can pay annually for $11.25 a month. You know what? I should probably do that, to be honest.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
The premium is $51 a month. It works out to be. So here you go, fully ad free. So you get no ads. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. So no ads. Largest reply boost. So yeah, you get the largest. You can write articles. Oh, so that's how people are writing articles. They're paying more a month. Interesting. Radar. Experience real-time trends like never before. Interesting. Grok, higher usage limit, unlock deep search, and think early access to new features. Yeah, write articles. Yeah, so you can't write articles currently as a premium member. Everything else is the same.
Okay, and you basically get a
except for the trending
reply boost.
Yeah, so it boosts your account even more, I suppose. Hey, so it is 62 a month. That's like 5x. Like,
fuck, how much is it going to boost your stats? So it's going to have to mad boost it, man. Fuck.
Like, sure, yeah, well, maybe it's worth paying that. I don't know. I mean, if it's a business expense for me, like, or maybe for you too, like,
yeah, I'm probably going to do it. I'll do it for a month and see.
51 and then an annual 51 a month though. That's a lot of money a year for a
it is. No, yeah, the results have to be.
It's like, sure, I tweet every day, but like, goodness me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect much from X as it is, you know. So
I mean, like I showed you before, my stats have been on the decline more recently, and that's usually a sign of the times. But yeah, interesting, Craig. We'll have to talk about that and decide whether we want to do that.
I might do it for a month just as a test and see how we go.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting, guys. All right, well, I don't know, Craig. We covered a lot on the show today. Anything you wanna finish with today?
Man, not really. No, not really. The market's not in a position where I'm confident to call any alts or meme coins. I'm buying Bitcoin, man. What's the price at the moment?
84-ish, I think it was.
Yeah, I want to get what you got it today at about 83, I think you said, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought a little bit earlier and I bought more at 87 the other day, I think it was.
Yeah, so did I. I got some at 87. I'm going to buy some now. I think I locked in 83.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just buying Bitcoin at the moment, guys. That's my alpha. I'm just buying Bitcoin on the way down, like Greeny. And then once Bitcoin dominance breaks down, not worth it. Someone's just saying about Premium Plus.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, maybe I'll keep away from it. Maybe I'll do it for a month just to test and look at the stats. I like doing stuff like that. But no, I'm just going to wait for the dust to settle, wait for Bitcoin dominance to break down and just see a clear reversal. And then I'm keen to get back into alts and memes because obviously they will probably give the highest returns. But I just don't want to ride a downtrend of 50% before I get to see upside because I know I'll just pull my hair out and stress. So I'm comfy in spot and Bitcoin at the moment. So I'm kind of not keen to undo that hard work or that position I got myself into. I can only imagine what it's like to be at the moment holding all those coins, man, watching that.
I know. This is why an active approach is important.
And I know what it's like. And then you get trapped in it. And then you're like, I can't sell here because it's so low. And then it goes lower. It just keeps going lower. So no, guys, my advice at the moment is just DCA into Bitcoin, wait for the dust to settle, and wait for some trend reversals to be apparent or obvious, and then go from there. Greeny, when are we on next week? You're moving next week, so we thought maybe we could do a midweek and maybe
Yeah, let's go with Wednesday at this stage. I should be hopefully set up at the coast by then, just as long as internet and everything works. But we'll roughly put in Wednesday. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to unfortunately take the week off. Or maybe we could do Friday again. Oh, no, I'll have to see. We'll have to play by ear next week.
Guys. But we'll be around. We'll be around yarning and chatting and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But exactly. Good stream, guys. I think today the main takeaway is just relax, sit on your hands, and wait for the market to reveal its hand, or maybe get into some farming on abstract, and maybe not more so, but Cato as well. We've got two pretty good opportunities there to farm, which don't require much money. So that's probably where I'm going to spend a bit of my time.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to both of us, Craig's Coin Purse and Greeny Trades, or click follow if you're watching us here on Twitter as well. As always, have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you again hopefully next week. Yeah, we'll let you know. Have a great day, Craig. See you later, mate.
See you guys. Bye.
See ya.